a counselor's journey to private practice. Juan here. Hope you're excited. We have a question today, Q&A. So this Q&A is, hey Juan, when is the best time for me to start hiring? Good question. Love the question. Now, it's there's some complicated variables to it. But here's the place where I like to start. I think a great time to hire is when you have a couple of ducks in a row. One of those ducks, we're going to call that one Carlos. Carlos is your systems. You know, the logistical part of your business is set up. Something like having a separate bank account, having an EHR system, having a structure such as, LLC, a corporation, right? So that's Carlos. You want to have that duck in a row. I think that's really, really important. Another duck in a row you want to have is culture, some sort of cultural understanding within your business, so that when you bring in someone in, they're coming in to something that has an understanding, a known value to it. It's almost like, whenever we are in high school and we think about colleges we want to go to, those colleges have some sort of culture within them. I'm in North Carolina. A lot of people choose, or some people choose, like from friends of mine, to go to Carolina, Tar Heels. So, the culture there, right? Rich in sports, rich in academia. So it gives you the understanding so that before you even get to the place, you already have this idea of what it's going to be like. And that's really nice whenever you're hiring someone and you're onboarding them into your business, to give them that, really smooth transition. Otherwise, things can get lost. They can get messy. Another duck in a row is space, whether it's physical space, if someone's coming in and they're working in your office. Let's say you got an office, you're only there Monday through Friday, so you want somebody for the weekends. So just having that space. Or telehealth, you're bringing somebody else in, but they're doing more of that telehealth so they can work remotely. So I think that's another duck that you want in a row. And then other than that, I think those really are the key ones. There's other ones that we can mention, of course, looking at W-2, 1099, but I think those get a little bit further deep into the conversation. Those would be the core ones that, I would say kind of start there. I've worked with different individuals, clinicians, and they shared from their end, coming in as far as some of them having a full caseload, like they're at 45 patients a week, and then they're making the transition to hiring someone or starting a group practice, if you will. Whereas other ones are at 10, and then they're ready to hire. And you may kind of go, wow, 10? Well, I think here's what's really neat about it. And this is like, if we went into additional subcategories with the question that you're having as far as when's the best time. A clinician out there, right? Let's say Carlos. I use that name like a lot, Carlos. Let's say Carlos out there. If he's got 10 patients and he's working 10 hours a week, maybe he's good with that. Maybe he's like, look, I just want to work 10 hours a week. 10 hours a week, that's enough for me. Maybe my partner's working, so we don't need the income like that. And he's renting a space out 7 days a week. If he's only there 10 hours a week, that's a lot of extra hours. So for him, the next step could be right there, right at those 10 hours. Somebody else could be at 2 hours. It really just depends on, do you have the structure organized, the culture organized, and then are you ready to bring that person in? Again, I think it's important to know your business and know it well, know all the parts of it, all the moving pieces of it before bringing someone in. It just keeps things clean. Not that you couldn't do it the other way. But part of a counselor's journey is I've messed up a lot. I've fallen down a lot. I've done things, way out of order. And it's been fun. It's been enjoyable. I got to meet so many awesome people. But here I am on a counselor's journey, whether it's a YouTube channel, doing the blog, on the podcast, just sharing with you, maybe how not to fall as often so that you're able to move forward. I like to envision that as, if you're able to fall less, then you're present for those that you serve. You're able to support them, versus a clinician that's struggling and feeling overwhelmed with how they're going to pay their bills while engaging in a counseling session. It could be difficult to balance those two areas. So thank you for being here. Thank you for this question. I think it was a really awesome question. And keep them coming. Anyone out there listening to the video, I would love if you would subscribe. I would love if you would share, like the video. That's how we grow. That's how I grow this YouTube channel. So I would love for that kindness. Anytime you guys have questions, feel free to send them this way. Take care. Have an amazing day.